Have you ever looked up at the night sky? Have you ever felt incredibly small beneath that vast, dark blanket, sprinkled with countless stars? It is a feeling that connects us all, across time and across cultures. We look up and we wonder, what is all this? Where did it come from? And what exactly is it made of? These are not new questions. They are some of the oldest questions humanity has ever asked itself. For thousands of years, philosophers, poets, and scientists have stared into the cosmos and tried to grasp the true nature of reality. It's a fundamental human impulse, this deep curiosity to understand our place in the universe. We spend our lives surrounded by what we call reality. We touch solid objects like the chair you might be sitting on. We see light, feel warmth, and hear sounds. To us, this world seems undeniably real, solid, and tangible. But is that the full story? Is the world really as it appears to our senses? Science has consistently shown us that things are often not what they seem. The solid desk in front of you is mostly empty space, a buzzing cloud of tiny particles. The beautiful colors of a sunset are just our brains interpreting different wavelengths of light. Our senses provide us with a useful, but ultimately limited, user interface for the world. This journey of discovery has taken us to incredible places. We have peered into the hearts of atoms and gazed back to the dawn of time. We built theories to describe the graceful dance of planets and the chaotic world inside a star. Physics gave us a powerful language to describe the universe. It told us about forces like gravity. It told us about particles like electrons and quarks. For a long time, the story of reality seemed to be a story about matter and energy. It was a story of physical stuff moving around according to unbreakable laws. A grand cosmic clockwork machine. But what if there's an even deeper layer to reality? What if, beneath all the particles and all the forces, there is something else entirely? A new and radical idea is taking hold in the world of science. It suggests that the fundamental building block of our universe isn't matter or energy. It's something you use every single day, perhaps without even thinking about it. This idea suggests that at its very core, reality is made of information. This isn't just a philosophical thought experiment. It's a serious scientific concept that could completely reshape our understanding of everything. So what does it mean to say that reality is made of information? It sounds strange at first. Information is what we find in books or on our computer screens. This is where we need to think like a physicist. In science, information has a very precise meaning. Instead, it's about certainty and distinction. It is the answer to a yes or no question. Is a particle here or is it there? Is it spin up or is it down? Think about a simple light switch. Everything you see on a digital screen is constructed from millions of these simple on or off bits. Digital physics proposes that the universe itself might work in a similar way. The legendary physicist John Archibald Wheeler, a contemporary of Einstein, famously captured this idea with a simple, powerful phrase, "it from bit." This phrase suggests that every physical object, every particle, every force, derives its very existence from bits, from the answers to yes or no questions, from binary choices, from pure information. It's a mind-bending proposition that turns our classical view of the world completely upside down. One of the most compelling models is something called a cellular automaton, but the basic idea is wonderfully simple. But what you often get is breathtaking complexity. One of the most famous examples of a cellular automaton is John Conway's Game of Life, created in 1970. These three simple rules are all it takes to create a digital universe teeming with activity. They behave like digital organisms living within this simple mathematical universe. If the universe is, a giant computer, a sort of cellular automaton, it leads to a pretty startling and testable prediction. This minimum length is called the Planck length. And honestly, it's incredibly small. But this idea of a pixelated or quantized space-time isn't just some wild guess. One idea is to look at light from really distant cosmic events like gamma-ray bursts. So far, experiments like the Fermi Gamma-Ray Space Telescope have looked for this effect. Theories like loop quantum gravity actually predict a quantized, granular structure for space-time. A black hole is an object with such immense gravity that nothing, not even light, can escape. This contradiction became known as the black hole information paradox. The search for a solution led to one of the most astonishing ideas in all of science, the holographic principle. Instead, All of that information is perfectly encoded and stored on the black hole's two-dimensional outer boundary, its event horizon. The holographic principle suggests that the universe might actually work in the same way. It suggests that our entire three-dimensional reality might actually be a holographic projection. If our universe is fundamentally informational, and if its laws are a kind of algorithm, could it be that our entire reality is a computer simulation? This is the simulation hypothesis, popularized by philosopher Nick Bostrom. It argues that if a civilization becomes advanced enough, it will inevitably develop the computing power to create incredibly detailed simulations. Bostrom's argument then takes a statistical turn. He suggests that if it is possible to create such simulations, then it is likely that many of them will be created, then in the one and only base reality. This example is the miracle of DNA, the molecule of life. The specific sequence of these letters forms a code. This genetic code is, for all intents and purposes, a digital program. This code is then read, transcribed, and translated by the machinery of the cell, the ribosomes. They follow the instructions written in the DNA to assemble proteins. This entire process, from the stored code in the DNA to the functioning organism, is a perfect illustration of it from bit. The most remarkable example of this is the brain. It is a network of approximately 86 billion specialized cells called neurons. This intricate network is where the magic of thought, memory, and consciousness happens. It then integrates these signals, and if the total input crosses a certain threshold, the neuron fires. But when billions of these simple processes work in parallel, they give rise to the extraordinary emergent properties of learning, pattern recognition, and self-awareness. The digital revolution that defines our modern world is built on the bit, our computers, smartphones, and the internet itself. We have constructed an entire global technological ecosystem. Take the field of artificial intelligence. A software neural network is a computer model directly inspired by the structure of the biological brain. Instead, we train them by showing them vast amounts of data. The idea that our reality is fundamentally information. This new perspective challenges that comfort. Might be a grand illusion, but we can also choose to see it in another, more empowering light. The love you feel for your family, the wonder of a sunset, the satisfaction of solving a difficult problem. These experiences are still real to you, the participant within the system. If the universe is a computer, it would become a quest to reverse engineer the source code of reality. Scientists would become cosmic hackers. If we can understand the algorithm of the universe, could we learn to manipulate it? If reality is information, then manipulating reality becomes a matter of manipulating information, but about learning to rewrite the code of the world around us. Ultimately, the question, what if reality is information? If we are living within a great cosmic message, what is it trying to say? If we are characters in a simulated story, what is its purpose? But something that emerges from within the system itself. We could be the universe's way of waking up and knowing itself. This vision can be deeply inspiring, but to explore, to create, to understand, and to add our own unique thread to this unfolding cosmic tapestry of information. We become the universe's own decoders. We have journeyed from the solid clockwork universe of Newton to the strange, probabilistic world of quantum mechanics. We have explored the idea that reality, at its deepest level, might not be made of matter or energy, but of pure information. This is the frontier of modern physics. The path forward is both challenging and exhilarating. It is a testament to the relentless human spirit of curiosity. So where does this leave us? It elevates it. We are the universe's way of becoming aware of itself. This journey into the heart of reality changes how we see everything. All can be seen as manifestations of an underlying informational process. It fills the world with a new kind of magic. The future of this quest is unwritten. It is an invitation. It is an unfolding story, a message being written, and to stand in awe of the rest.